they would agree, as an experiment, let's just see what happens, see where we go. And one close friend of mine saw herself living in Jerusalem in the year 18. And I said, Jerusalem. Okay, did you ever, and then I had I'm filming. I had the hypnotherapist ask, did you ever go and see anyone speak in public? And within a few minutes, she was crying. She couldn't breathe, and she was seeing Jesus speaking to a crowd. And she was saying, I just feel this overwhelming love from him. And the odd thing about it was the night before I had been speaking to somebody at the Newton Institute, the former president, Paul Orend, and I was asking him about sort of the recurring image of things that he had in all of his cases. He had thousands of cases, and I was asking him, what's a recurring theme? And he said, people who knew Jesus or feel like they knew him. And I said, well, what did he look like? Did you ask? Because if everyone said he had red hairs and freckles, you'd know that you were talking to this anyway, because I said that joke. But the next day, my friend is now filming my friend who's seeing herself there. And he starts asking, what color are his eyes? What's his hair look like? And since then, I've used that as a rubric because I don't know if you're aware of it, but 15% of near-death experiencers see Jesus, whether they believe in him or not. And so I've found that I can go and speak to someone who had a near-death event and relive it, re-examine it, because it's outside of time. So it's like I ask them to go back to that moment, and now it's fresh, as if it's happening. And I can ask questions like, what does this person look like? What are they wearing? What color are their eyes? Is there anything unique about them? And when people started telling me that Jesus was showing up, my initial reaction was like, well, how do you know it's him? Is he wearing a name tag or, because there's so many different depictions of him, clearly blue eyes, brown eyes, etc.
Right.
And they all said, well, I just know, even if they don't, Hindu, didn't matter, people from different religions. One friend of mine said, I'm seeing Jesus, but I don't believe in him. And I was like, okay, let's just set that aside for a second. What does he look like? And then it was somewhere along in my journey. So I've been filming people under hypnosis for about, 15 years now, something like that, maybe longer. That a medium reached out to me, Jennifer Schaefer, who I do a podcast with her, Hacking the Afterlife on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer works with law enforcement, FBI, NYPD, LAPD. So I know how effective she can be.